Welcome, we're at the installer show and we're here with Tom from Testo. All right, Tom. And Tom's going to take us through some of Testo's stars of the show.
Thanks, Jess. Well, very topical. It's been an incredible show for us again this year. Really, really busy first couple of days. And very topical because we're all sweltering at the moment, particularly late afternoon. And really the star of our show this year has been the refrigeration detectors, the refrigeration equipment. This is our new Manifold, the 558S.
Yes.
And this has just been the station that we're on. We split up our station into different zones. So combustion, refrigeration, thermal, and so on. This, by any stretch, has been the star of the show, just because we're all sweltering, and there are lots of engineers, heating engineers. Generally, our core market is plumbing and heating engineers. Yeah. But over the last few years, we're seeing more and more transition into the renewable sector.
Yes.
Heat pumps, refrigeration, air-to-air, air conditioning. So the 558 for us has become a real hot product. Not just this week, but I say very topical because we're all sweltering at the moment. So this product itself, the 558S, all touchscreen, multifunction. We launched it earlier this year for refrigeration, pressure testing, leakage testing, filling and evacuation. It really covers all of the applications that a refrigeration engineer or air conditioning engineer or heat pump engineer, if they're F-gas registered, may want to cover.
Great, yes. And it comes in a refrigeration kit.
We do various kits, yeah. I've just brought the Manifold with me over from the stand, but we do kits, so the kits will come with the various smart probes that we can do various applications with, whether it be pressure, a vacuum, or filling. So, yeah, you build your kit up to suit your application.
Yeah.
It links. The reason it's popular is we have so many users of the Testo Smart App.
Yes.
And whether it's combustion, whether it's climate, or whether it's refrigeration, they all link to the same app.
Yeah.
That app gives them great functionality. So yes, so this is if you like the hub, and then all of the accessories go around it.
Because quite often we hear from gas engineers, they get frustrated that their tools don't integrate.
Yeah.
But with Testo, that's not a problem.
We have it's getting close to 90 now. I want to say 90 products to the same app.
Yeah.
So you're not having these multiple apps, one for thermography, one for combustion, one for refrigeration. Everything calls under the Testo Smart App. And actually we've done a little update to it recently called Smart Connect.
Okay.
And that gives engineers or business teams the ability to store their information, not just on the device or on their phone, but up in the cloud. So we've got this cloud storage facility, and really useful for small to medium business teams where they just want to take it off the phone, perhaps take it off their smart device, put it somewhere else for storage so that they can draw it down when they need to with Smart Connect. Yeah. So again, a new innovation. The Testo Smart App updates over the air. So when we do make these changes, the customer gets the upgrade straight away.
So it's ever evolving.
Yeah.
Just so that's star one. Are there any other
This is a
stars?
star one, yeah. The other thing, and we launched this last year, but again, it's a really hot product, was the Testo 558S.
Yes.
So I won't do the display because you won't see it on the screen here, but just simply clips to your phone and gives, again, a domestic heating engineer the ability to do thermal imaging. So where they can't touch what they want to measure the temperature of, whether it's moving parts, whether it's electrical systems, where they can't see problems, maybe underfloor, like an underfloor heating system, the 860i brings that thermography world into a price range that the domestic heating engineer really appreciates.
Yes.
I think we'd all want, a £5,000 pistol grip camera because they're great toys and they give great imagery. But it's hard to justify that for a domestic heating engineer.
Of course, yeah.
Whereas with an 860i, it brings it into a price range and a functionality range, which again, linking to the same Testo Smart App, where they can do flow and return temperatures, they can do hot spots. It has 9 different color palettes, so where you're doing different applications, maybe on leak testing as opposed to performance testing of a radiator, you can change the color palette to really suit your application.
Yeah.
Automatic reports, really absolutely really useful for an engineer to be able to show his customer instantly what we see with our eyes, and more importantly, what the thermal camera sees with its imagery. So, if I was in a domestic world, for instance, one of the biggest applications for this might be the performance of a radiator, because a radiator over time will get sludge in it and it will lose its performance. So when we look at a standard radiator in a home, you might have less than 40% of it actively working and reducing heat because the rest of it is being sludged up. Now, the customer might be able to feel that, but actually showing it to a customer with a thermal image to say, well, if we flush the system, if we use a power flush and we flush the system, we're going to increase the performance of this greatly. So that's where this sort of product falls into this market at the show we're in today.
Yeah, it proves why the application, why the job needs to be done, and the value for money, basically, both for the customer and, well, for the
performance testing, anything like that, or as I say, where you can't touch something like electrical systems, where we've got live electricity there. We don't want to touch it with traditional thermometers. We use a thermal camera from a safe distance to say, is this circuit overloaded? Is it heating up beyond its capacity? The thermal camera will give that to either electricians or heating engineers as well. I say, really for us is the practicality. It's actually just clips to the phone. I don't have to sort of plug it into the phone in any way. It's just a Bluetooth connection. So I've got an expensive, fancy iPhone. This is my work phone. I'm not going to have to plug something in and might damage my phone all the time. I'm just going to clip it to the phone, and then the resolution of the screen comes on here on the front of your phone, the picture, the image, adjustable emissivity for different surfaces. It's just really, really practical. It's sort of thermography can be quite a science to it. And you guys are experts at it, not me. And it can get a bit mysterious. This really sort of simplifies it for the engineer.
And does it work with when you're looking at the thermal image, is it through the Testo Smart App that you're looking at?
Yes, you're using the Smart App for all of your imagery and your reports, yeah.
So are there any features on either of your stars that people wouldn't expect but end up really relying on?
I think it's the report side.
Yeah.
As I say, with the 558S, with the Testo 860i, it's not just the results. The results are there. You'll see the results on the screen. You'll see the results of the temperature on the image. It's the actual reports after that for your customer. Because I can produce a report once it goes from here into the Testo Smart App, whether it's a filling report, a refrigeration, a superheat or subcool report, whether it's an image report from here. The Testo Smart App takes the data, customizes it into a report to you for you to send to your customer. A PDF, an email straight away. Within 2 minutes of completing the task, you can send a report to somebody. Yeah,
people are always looking to cut down reporting time. And
I have to say, for anyone that's on the tools, just cutting down the amount of time where you've got to go away, write something down and say, this is what I did on this day, at this time, this is the task I carried out, and these were my results. We just save the data and send them the email, because it's going to auto-populate a report.
Okay, and so finally, what is the main message you want people to take away from this talk?
Well, as I said, one of the things that I've been with Testo for a couple of years now. When I first joined Testo, I knew them as a combustion gas analyzer company because that was my previous life. So I was familiar with that range. Coming to Testo in the last 2 years, just understanding the breadth of the range, the portfolio we have, the different product clusters, we call them leading product clusters. So whether it's combustion gas analyzers, which a lot of people know Testo for, whether it's thermography, whether it's refrigeration, whether it's climate, so indoor air quality and so on, all that surrounds that. The breadth of the range is what really amazes me about Testo, and I think I would urge anyone within any facilities management role within our industry to just look at all the different applications we cover. As I say, over 90 products link into the app, and probably the best part of over 300 products in the range. Wow. That's a lot. Yeah. It's a big, big company.
You'll find a Testo for you.
Yeah, if you've got an application, we've probably got a solution.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Tom. That's been really interesting.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Jess. Thank you.
And you can buy Testo's range on our website, testo.co.uk.